Hey, barbarians! What's up? Thank you for passing by. My name is Phil. I am from Mints and Drops, and today I had the chance to talk to Jason Teddy from Meta Zombie, Teddy Bars, Slots. He's doing everything. Amazing guy, OG, legend, super bleed. Check it out. Jason from Meta Zombie, thank you so much for passing by, brother. I appreciate it. What is up?
What's going on, Phil? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you taking the time to just pass by, and it's been so long, man. Such a long time coming that we've been going around, and man, you have so much going on. How's this last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month has been for you, man?
It's been a busy couple months, dude. As you know, with the sloth thing, we
Yeah.
collectively, you, myself, Chubby, Jay Hendricks, we all jumped in and brought back a rug project. So that was pretty big. That was pretty cool to do that for the community, and I'm glad that and thankful that you were part of it. I couldn't do something like that on my own. I didn't want to try and take that on my own. So I'm glad that you you found time to do something like that on top of being busy with mints and drops and doing these interviews and things. So I appreciate you.
Man, it was you threw a DM at me, and I thought the idea and concept was absolutely amazing. Just the core idea of it, right? Because I didn't even know what I was about to do, but I knew that the core was a great idea, because it came from the heart.
Yeah, man. It wasn't something for money,
Yeah, for sure.
because you and I and Chubby and Hendricks had that conversation at the very beginning. Like, we're not going to make anything from this. This is a community project for the community with community members running it.
Mhm.
I like to bounce ideas with you guys, but you guys have been running it. I can't take credit for anything because you guys are running everything, the day-to-day stuff and the ideas. I mean, we bounce ideas off each other for it, and that's it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
The joking around, the banter with all you guys, and coming up with good ideas and telling Chubby that his are terrible and everybody else's are amazing. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I never, because I decided to embark in this because I never I didn't know what it was to run a project, or at least to see what was underneath, just to go under there and just, okay, wow, okay, what's on the daily? What can we do first to get traction? And then after that, what can you have in terms of consistency, in terms of what's concrete? What can you have to give substance to people out there, especially when you come back from a ROG project, right? You gotta
Right.
you gotta give something. So it was special, and thanks to you, man, because you might say that you're not doing much, but you're leading the way in terms that you have so much experience in there, and I wanna touch on that because damn, you gotta admit it, you're absolute effing legend out there because you've been there since what's the first contact with Hedera? How much time ago?
Um, so I got into Hedera, what was it, September last year, 21. I started watching videos online. Like, it was a rough part of my life. I had just went through a divorce and was looking for something, looking for something to keep me busy, an investment, if you would, as well. So I invested some money into crypto and started watching videos. I came across In Cash Official on Twitter. So I started following him on my personal account.
Shout out to Encash.
Good dude, great dude. But I started watching his videos, and then oh man, I found Crypto Mason. Started watching his videos, and then it led me to HBAR. And then I found out about Go Mint, and
Damn.
I had zero interest in NFTs at that time, right? I had a Apple iPhone. It's probably like a 6. Don't laugh, dude. It was an old phone, but I had this old Apple phone, and I downloaded a Pixel app on my phone. So I started making teddy bars on my phone while I was at work. I'd go to the bathroom and sit in there, power making a pixel bear. And I was just doing it to have fun. Then I connected with Bones with H. Marmory. And we hit it off, man, to like we were talking on the phone all the time, like every day, every other day. We would get on the phone and chit chat. And neither one of us were good enough to get on GoMint back in the day. And that hurt, man. So we decided to do some sales on Twitter. Nobody was doing something like that yet. So, I talked to Bones about it and I was like, dude, I'm going to do this. And he's like, all right, you do it. I'll do it. So we both started doing it, man. And we gave away our OG Stony bars. He gave away his very first helms, the gold ones. Started doing peer-to-peer transactions. And it was so much fun. I wouldn't take that experience back for the world because I got to meet so many community members, onboard them, teach them what a exact wallet was, all the information associated with it, all the way down to token association. So it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then we went, after I started doing the bears, I wanted to do an illustrated bear. And I reached out to one of my friends that I grew up with. Him and I weren't real close, but I was close with his brother. Me and his brother used to hang out all the time. And Greg was the younger brother, so he'd always kind of be around, like he's a little brother, man. I'd give him rides back and forth to school every once in a while. And I knew that he went to art school. So I got on his Facebook, stalked him up a little bit. And then I hit him up one day. I was like, yo, can you make me an illustrated bear? He's like, yeah, I can try. He didn't know what NFTs were at that time either. I was scrolling through his Facebook and I found this piece of art on there. I was like, who did this? Was this yours? He's like, no, that's my buddy Rob. So I was like, I want Rob and you. I was like, the art's cool. Let's see what we can do. So the idea was we were going to do a teddy bear project. I said, Greg, have him make up a couple different mocks. I want a teddy bear and a couple other ideas. The teddy bear, I didn't like it, but he made it and it resonated. It was cool, It was just black and white sketch, but it looked pretty cool. So we decided to roll with that. And, Rob and Greg both learned how to make NFTs from Meta Zombies. That was their very first project ever. They're both experienced artists. They've both done comic books and stuff like that in the past. Rob actually had done posters for Mattel for Masters of the Universe for He-Man. So he's a very, very talented dude.
Yeah, man.
So I'm very blessed to have not only people that I'm friends with, that I'm partners with, but super, super talented people also. I mean, these guys are amazing. They both have really good hearts in addition to great business minds and artistic minds. Rob does Meals on Wheels. And when he does, he takes a guitar with him and he will play guitar and sing for these people while he's feeding them. He's passionate about dogs, loves animal shelters, likes to do as much as he possibly can to help them out. Greg's a successful businessman in Texas. He's got his own company. Yeah, man, I got really lucky and found some great hearted people who are very, very intelligent and super creative and artistic. It's me, I don't do anything.
No, you do, because there's something special about joining a community, a movement, or something that you start from scratch, barely scratch. I mean, GoMint and Twitter sells. This is day zero. It's not even day one. There's something special about first times, especially those kind of first times when it's special. If you're doing NFTs, if you're doing crypto or whatever, especially out here on Hedera, it's something special, and the bonds you make, the connection you make with people, it's strong, man. I mean, and especially if it's with people, that you already knew, man, that's even stronger.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate with the people that I've been able to connect with in the space and the impact that I've been able to have by being one of the quote unquote OG creators on the space. It's given me access to a lot of people, and a lot of people do trust my opinion. They trust my judgment in the space, which is a lot of fun, because I get to talk to a lot of different creators, not only in spaces, but in DMs, on the phone. Like, for instance, I gave you my cell phone number, Abby has it, Henrix has it. In case you ever need anything, you can hit me directly anytime. I've done that with other creators as well. I've reached out and talked to like multiple different projects and kind of help them out a little bit. And it's so much fun, bouncing ideas back and forth with people. It's easy to get frustrated when you're just starting off in NFTs. And I see a lot of these that are struggling. When they reach out for help, I jump at it, because it's a lot of fun. I mean, helping somebody else out and helping them come up with different ideas, or maybe just giving them that extra push that they need to keep going, because it can be really, really stressful. But man, I'm super thankful to be in the position that I'm in, for sure.
And you work your butt off to get in there, because again, you were saying and tackling the fact that just helping somebody out, that needs just that little push, right? You can do it, outside our very ecosystem, but you can do it outside too. And you've been, at least from what I know, one of the very first to go out there and try to be multi-ecosystem, going on to, whether we can talk about it later on, but, with the very first launch that you made, going out for the Sol people, you've made those jumps, accessible for so many of us, because we didn't see it back then. And man, that was what, in February, and I don't know, that was way back. Okay, that feels like 5 years ago, and
right.
It wasn't done at all, back then. So
yeah, man. People kind of scratch their heads when we, like, everything that we've done has been about trying to branch out the ecosystem as much as possible. We try to think outside the box as much as we can, to just bring different things to the ecosystem. Like, I'm not a developer. I've been very upfront about that. But what I do have is a creative mind. Greg, Rob, myself, we're super creative. Like, with our very first mint that we had, we were the very first project on Hedera to offer multiple different payment systems.
I remember.
Cryptos, credit card, debit card.
That was crazy early.
And, we actually had a lot of sales off that. We onboarded some people from Algorand. We got some people from Solana, XRP. It wasn't like a ton of people, but we saw a response to what we were doing. So we knew that it was important to keep kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit. Then we decided about Solana. We were going to do a Solana drop. Well, everybody knows what happened to Solana recently, but that was a move we decided to make in like February, and we started the artwork on it. This is when Solana was on top. And we wanted to sneak into Solana, and we wanted to get our name in there and get attention from people in Solana about meta zombies and Hedera. The goal has always been cross-chain, cross-pollination, so that way we get more attention back to our home base on Hedera. That didn't go as planned. The Solana royalties issues kind of threw us for a loop. So instead of trying to push that out, we put our Solana drop on hold for right now. The artwork's done, everything's ready to go. We have our whitelist allocation set up. All of those things are done. But we're going to wait until it's better market conditions, and until they get their royalties issues fixed. That's a big deal. Everything that we do after our initial drop is royalties driven. Like, when the Solana thing didn't go as planned, we decided to adjust. You know, we decided to come back to Hedera and focus on our roadmap and do our first set of missions. So that's currently what we're doing. You've probably seen the 2 short videos that we put out so far, kind of teasing. Well, if you watch the first video, you watch the second video, you can kind of guess what's happening in the third video, what that character is, if you've watched them. But we haven't released it just yet. With this video that we're doing right now, it sounds like it's going to be out this weekend, and that's going to beat the last video that we have. So I'm going to spill some beans for some people who are watching your video.
Yeah.
Because if they're not going to watch the video, then they're going to miss out on the alpha. So our character that we're putting into our mission is going to be called a Dragosaur.
Ooh.
A Dragosaur is a raptor, right? But in Atlantis, Dragosaurs are used as work animals and for entertainment purposes. Now, if you looked at our comic that we put out on our website, speaking of the first tokenized comic on Hedera, I'll throw that out there as well, because that's pretty damn cool. 18 file sets on 1 NFT, which is amazing. Sorry, I had to drop that. I had to. That was another.
Yeah, it is really great.
But we have a Triceratops pulling a sled in one of the pages. So if you're looking through there and you see that Triceratops, you're like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Well, it's part of the storyline. So this Dragosaur, it does have a utility. It has a purpose. It's not just a badass PFP. It's also a useful NFT in the future. Not everybody's going to get one. We're going to release them out in limited quantity.
Okay.
So instead of everybody gets a trophy, everybody wins a Dragosaur, they are going to be limited. Some people are going to get Dragosaurs. Some people are going to get meta zombies. Some people are going to get that tokenized comic book with the physical asset with it also. They'll get that shipped to their home. We also have a failed NFT, which is going to be an NFT with a fail stamp on it. Now, you're wondering, why would you do that? A failed NFT, what a waste of space. Nah, man, we got plans for that too, Phil. We wouldn't just leave you hanging. We wouldn't give you something just to leave in your wallet for no reason. They're going to have a purpose. Everything we do has a purpose. You know, everything we're doing is planned out. Everything has structure. Everything has a reason. I'm not the best with timelines. However, like with the videos, trying to get those done in time, but everything that we put out is going to have a purpose, a function, a reason in future missions. I'm going to leave it at that with that part. So I just dropped some major alpha on you. The Dragosaur, it has a purpose. I have some really cool ideas for it, depending on how the Dragosaur is received. Greg and Rob and myself, we've been talking about some really, really cool shit to do with them separately, but they're going to have their own utility in future missions. So I'm excited about it. I really am.
I am too. Limited how? What can you tell us before, spoiling too much sauce?
So right now we have there's over 1,700 different meta zombies out in the world right now. Okay. We decided to do this first mission before we even try to drop any more meta zombies. And if everybody got a Dragosaur, it would be, let's see, 1,700 divided by 2. I gotta do my math on my phone because I don't have quick math abilities here.
We got to get roasted in the comments for this.
Right. I don't care. So there would be 850 people getting a Dragosaur. Bad news, there's only 500 of them. And we're not even going to release all of those right now. Okay. So a lot of people are going to get a Dragosaur, and they're all one-of-one NFTs. They're all going to be unique. They're all going to be different. It is a entirely new NFT project, a sub collection underneath Meta Zombies that's going to be used for our future missions. It's going to have a different token ID, so you can trade it on Zeus or Hash Guild or whatever marketplace you choose. The failed missions are going to be tradable as well. The comic book, we haven't made that tradable yet. I'm debating on that because it comes with a physical asset. So that would be something more along the lines that it would be more of a peer-to-peer agreement because they would have to ship you the physical asset with it. It's more of a collector's item than anything. There is another NFT. I'm not going to mention what it is yet. It's going to be super limited quantity, and there's not going to be a lot of them available, but they go out as well. But the cool part about this is
it's already cool.
Right? It's awesome. It's so cool. It's such a cool concept and idea. But the coolest thing about this is like, none of this is possible without Emrak and Wincy from HBAR.
Shout out to HBAR Space.
So these dudes are working in the background. Like, I hit up Emrak every single day. Every day I'm in his DMs asking him, Emrak, can you do this? Emrak, can you do that? So for this very first mission, you're going to have 2 meta zombies, right? And,
you posted this.
Yep. And when you get on HBAR Space, the only way that you can enter that mission is if you have 1,000 brains. Well, how do you pay with brains on HBAR Space? Guess what? They're making it happen. So that's the only way you can enter it is with brains. And they're doing this. You can use your HTS token on their website on HBAR Space to enter the mission. If you enter the mission and you decide halfway through the mission, you want to list your zombie, guess what? It's game over. You don't get to the mission anymore, bro.
You're done.
Yeah, it's an allowance. So you have to give an allowance for your NFT just like you would if you listed them on Zeus or Hash Guild, right? They stay in your wallet, but you put an allowance on them. The moment that you take that allowance off by putting it on to Zeus or another marketplace, your mission's over and you forfeit your brains. So if you move your zombie from a wallet to a wallet in the middle of the mission, you forfeit your mission and you lose your 1,000 brains tokens. So
you don't want to do that.
Didn't warn you. So, but anyways, the ability to be able to drop multiple tokens for this mission is something that hasn't been done yet. Patches already did a massive airdrop for Halloween. That was groundbreaking. That was awesome. He sent out multiple different NFTs all on one token ID. You know, you've seen the witches, the ghost punks. All the cool stuff that they did. Him, Renly, and Cap. Cap made a lot of the animated stuff. But this is the very first mission where you can get multiple different token IDs as rewards. It's going to be completely randomized. You might get brains, the unnamed NFT, a Dragosaur, a meta zombie, a comic book. You might get HBAR. You might get brains tokens. Bro, it's the stuff that they are doing is absolutely incredible. And I cannot wait for this first one to go out.
I got one question.
What's up?
When?
Soon, brother, soon. So the reason that we're dragging it out right now is because for the people who are just getting into meta zombies, right? You have to have 2, and you have those 1,000 brains tokens. As you know, we don't list on Saucer Swap. We're not available on a DEX. So you can't just go to the grocery store and you can't buy brains tokens, you know? You have to earn them. So we have to give a 30-day window for people to earn their brains tokens. Now, stake your...
That's legit.
What's that?
That's legit. I mean, it's honest. Yeah.
I mean, you got to earn it, right? So if you stake your meta zombies on hash tools, you will have enough brains at the end of 30 days in order to do the missions. If you do passive staking where you keep it in your wallet, as long as you have the brains token associated in your wallet, you will earn weekly airdrops. However, that will leave you short a couple hundred brains tokens, right? You'll have like 840, something like that. So you'll be a little bit short. But hey, good news. We have some partners that have been using our sales bots in our Discord. Panda Syndicates, Maui, Square Dudes. Those guys have been using our bots for a long time. So we're going to give them a large chunk of brains tokens to give to their community however they choose to. I haven't even told them yet, but you know. So I'll be contacting Maui, AP, and Square Dudes as soon as I get done with this conversation. We're also going to have rumbles. We're going to have fan art contests. We have every single day in our Discord. You can go and raid and earn brains tokens. It's $30 brains tokens per retweet, or to go, just put our name out there, help us get recognized. So it's really easy. It'll take you 10 minutes to go on Twitter and retweet stuff, or, get into somebody else's tweets and mention your meta zombies, throw up a picture, whatever. And you got yourself 120 brains for the day. So we're going to give lots of opportunities to earn the tokens. And a lot of people have already been taking advantage of it. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I can't wait.
I gotta digest it. That's crazy, man. You found a way throughout time to, and that's my next angle, where you get the enthusiasts, the NFT enthusiasts out there attention throughout various, auctions, and it's ways that's never been done before. That's unique. That's one-of-one. Say for the comic book. I mean, that was a great idea. And again, in real life stuff, in my opinion, that conducts with a membership or something that's tangible, like anything that you can hold, touch, or feel, and that you can connect with an NFT or anything with this ecosystem we're all in. This is goated to me, because that's where the next link is up, right? When mass adoption comes in, what can I do with my JPEG? What's the link throughout up? And you're bringing in a full array of so many new angles for us to tackle in and have fun and be hyped about it. So,
oh, we ain't done with the physical stuff yet either. We got some really, really cool ideas for the future for physical items related to NFTs. So I'm not going to spill all that on here, but
keep some sauce.
Just stay tuned, man. We got so many cool ideas of things that we want to do. We're going to do future comic books as well. Yeah, there's some cool stuff that we plan on doing. And the coolest part about this, Phil, is that we've been in the ecosystem for a while now. I'm not talking about just our project. I'm talking about you and I. We've been in this ecosystem for a while, and other ecosystems as well. I dabble a lot on Solana. On Solana, you'll see a lot of projects that sell this, sell that, sell this, and then you got to, burn these to get this and stuff like that. So with Meta Zombies, we'll do occasional auctions on things for HBAR, but everything that we're doing from here on out, when I brought up the royalties thing earlier, it's important because we're not selling any more stuff. Once we get through our zombie sales, once we sell the rest of the zombies, that's it, bro. Everything else from here on out, you earn it by holding a meta zombie. You earn it with your brains. You're not buying it with HBAR. We're going to keep on doing this storyline driven comic series, and everything's going to be purchasable in brains tokens instead of doing it in HBAR. So we're not going to price gouge you. I'm not going to keep throwing things out there trying to sell stuff. That's not what we're doing, man. It's fun for us to build this storyline, to immerse people into what's going on, and you earn everything that you get just by being a holder. It doesn't cost you a dime. It's all just earned with being patient. It's earned by raids, art contests, stuff like that. But you have to have the magic ticket to get in, which is a meta zombie.
Oh, that's the very basics, right?
Right.
And that's what you want, because again, whether through all your projects and what you've done so far, or anyone that's doing out there, what you want, when first and foremost is to create FOMO and for people to know and need, not only want, but they need your product, from a daily basics, daily usage, they need it, they crave it, you need FOMO and whatnot. So there's various ways to do it. I honestly think too that the art, strikes so true. And I want to talk about the art because it's absolutely bonanza still, there's so many traits too. Man, I mean, it's hitting it on so many complex layers and at the same time, levels. I mean, it can only strike through,
Dude, like I said, I'm working with some very talented individuals.
Yeah.
And Greg are absolutely amazing human beings, but they're even better artists and better minds. I mean, they are very, very talented people. So I can't sing their praises enough. I don't create the art. I'm a fanboy of the art. I'm a big fan of what Rob and Greg can do. You brought up the different traits, right? I want to touch on that real quick. I haven't seen this really done in the ecosystem yet either. And once again, more alpha for Phil, more alpha for Phil's community. There are going to be missions that happen in the future that happen for specific traits. That's the only way you can enter them. You have to have a specific trait on your zombie.
What you mean?
So let's say you have a female zombie. Maybe possibly in the future, there's going to be a mission just for female zombies that they can only take part in. Or maybe it's a gold skin zombie. Maybe that's the one that we're using for that mission. Or maybe it's one with the Wolverine claw, or maybe it's one with the Mohawk. We're going to do all kinds of different cool stuff related to traits as well. There's going to be actually bonuses, specials for just a couple different things. I'm not dropping that yet. I will, I promise, but not today. I want to get through this first mission before I start creating a little bit of FOMO with what's going to happen in the future, because there's going to be some zombies that are more special than others. They're going to stand out, they're going to stand alone, and they're going to be very important going forward with the missions, with the Meta Zombie comic saga. So stay tuned. We ain't done yet. We got a lot of cool shit.
Listen, I already like the project, and again, truth be told, I'm a holder, of course. I got a few. I guess I'm 3 away from being. What's the title when you hold 10? There's a special title out in the Discord.
Zombie King, yeah.
Yeah.
Zombie King.
I think I'm 2 away from being Zombie King. I might scoop some more. Who knows?
What are you waiting for, bro?
I don't know. I'm gonna hang this up. Listen, this is it. I'm gonna go mint some more.
Wait. You got to do something different than what I normally do. Normally, I'll get on Spaces and I'll be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be buying these," and then H Pro and Chubby go snatch it, and then I have to spend more money. But make sure you do it before you put the video out.
This might be quick. I'm too hyped right now. Wow.
No,
yeah.
But I'll be honest, dude. Like, I'm just having fun, man. Like, we feel like this wasn't the time to drop anything else. Like, we still have another 1,500 meta zombies that we're sitting on right now that we thought about selling in December, but the market's not right. I don't want to do anything else. People need money for holidays. They need money for Christmas presents for their children. So we're going to wait until the market starts to stabilize, till people are getting money back in their pocket. Right now is a rough time, so we're going to hold off for a little while before we sell anything. So that's why the focus on the mission right now. Get this first mission out. You get something for absolutely free for being a holder, for being committed, for earning your brains tokens. Just our way to say we fucking appreciate you.
Man, that's again, I'll say it that's it's great, again, that you found some way, albeit the market right now, and we could go on and on right now, how red it is or how much of we're like in a stalemate right now, sideways or whatnot, or a bit of a thought, but right now still you found a way to galvanize the troops and your community, which is, shout out, go every single time I go in the Discord, you're always there, vibing, great, transparent, I cannot wait for the next step, man. I genuinely say this, mic on or off. Thank you so much, man, for passing by. I appreciate just you taking the time.
Oh man,
I know it's on my channel and everything, but that, you know, that's what I crave for. That's what my candy is. And you speak with passion, and yeah, man. Shout out and best of success. I know you will. And yeah, man.
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
And, yeah.
Before we wrap up real quick, I know that I have been very quiet on Teddy's. Chubby and I have been working in the background. We've added airdrops courtesy of HBAR Space. Once again, can't sing enough praises for those guys. We have the OG Stony that's getting daily airdrops. The Halloween set, Squid Bar set, those are getting airdrops already. I'm going to finish wrapping up that entire collection so everybody's getting airdrops before the end of the month, and start collecting honey token. What's that going to be used for, Phil? All kinds of fun shit. You know, we're going to do something fun with Teddy's as well. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I have a lot of plans for the near and far future. Bringing Chubby onto the Teddy's project, it really reinvigorated the Discord. Chubby's a well-liked guy, and he's his butt off. He really does. He's in spaces every day. He's a very passionate person, very energetic person, and he's here for the right reasons. You know, like when I first talked to him, we talked about, you know, where he was from, what he did for a living. Like I had a list of questions I was going to ask him, and not one time did he ask anything monetary.
Yeah.
Not once. And that was important for me because I saw where his mind was at. I saw where his heart was. He's a social worker by trade.
Yeah.
Very intelligent, well-spoken dude. Hardly ever swears, which is fascinating to me. And from what I understand, can't say no to an extra serving. But but no, man, he's brought a different level to Teddy Bars, and his ideas, his thoughts, combined with mine, they're going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about the Teddies as well. So yeah, man, keep an eye out. We're gonna be doing some fun.
I will. I am, man. I mean, I'm watching you go, and you know, I love what I do. Again, you're a positive force out there, man. I cannot preach the good word hard enough for what you do, man. Respect. Best of success leading on to everything you got. I'm the #1 most fan hype out here, that's for sure, man. I want to see you success, and man, I'll see you down in one or many Discords.
Absolutely, absolutely. Did you want to throw anything out about the sloths before we get off of here?
You want to throw some juice?
Do you want to throw some juice? We're team, bro. But we do this together. I don't want to throw some things out there, and you say later, "Hey Jay, you threw some things out, and I didn't want that to be out there yet."
Nah. Let's keep it for later on, right?
Yeah, we'll have Chubby get on a video with you.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
We can ham it up like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. Let's do this. Check it out. Thank you so much, man, for passing by, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you having me, Phil. I really do.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure always, man. Take care.
You too, man. Be good.